Hello, Bridget Bartlett here with Vision Marketing and Design, and today we are live instead of our team training where we are live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you have not heard yet, HighLevel finally released the lead connector system that replaces Mailgun and Twilio, and we have the ability to create custom sending domains, okay? Now, before I get into the training, because I'm going to show you how to set this up on the agency and on the client sub account. But I want to kind of give you some information before we get there so that when I'm showing you the setup, you actually understand what we're doing. Okay, so I created this graphic here to explain the HighLevel credit system. If you're on the HighLevel SaaS plan, you have the ability to rebill for email and text credits. Now, if you are on the unlimited plan, that's not the SaaS plan, you still have the ability to do that, but on the SaaS plan, it automates this process, okay? So to help you understand, you'll see that we have HighLevel over here on the left, the bouncy robot. It's busy at work managing all the things for us, right? And we have our agency account, and then we have our sub account, which is, if you think of it like a client account, okay? So there's HighLevel. There's us as the HighLevel white label agency, and then we have sub accounts, which is all of the accounts with all the tools, right? So when you sign up with a lead connector system inside of your agency account, you are going to load what's called a wallet. Okay. Now, that wallet is going to start utilizing the credit system. The first time that you do it, it's going to charge you $10. You can adjust this. You can, raise it up, and you can reload it different. You can customize all of that. But it's just important to know that that agency wallet is what is going to it's basically going to fund all of the client wallets here. Okay, so let's backtrack just a little bit to make sure I didn't just lose you. You have your clients coming in here who are signing up for your SaaS tools, okay? And they need to send text messages and they need to send emails. Well, it used to be that we would utilize Twilio and Mailgun, and we would, as the agency owner, we would manage all of this and the account, and then we would rebill the clients. Okay, now that kind of got hectic, so HighLevel created the SaaS plan that automates this process. But we still had to, as the agency, we still had to have our own Mailgun account and our own Twilio account, and we needed to manage all the compliance and regulations and deliverability and all of those things. And so this made the agency owners just scream like, no, we don't want to do this. This is too much. And if you were a new person, there was a lot of techie things and a lot of, like I said, regulations and things that it's just hard to keep up with. Okay. So HighLevel automated this and they created the lead connector system. So what the lead connector system is, it is Mailgun and Twilio, but HighLevel is managing all of this for us, okay? And it makes our costs the same as HighLevel or Twilio, okay? But we can, of course, mark it up so that we can earn a profit. Okay, so on the agency point of view, what you need to do is always make sure that you have a wallet that is funded enough to take care of your clients. Because when your clients purchase credits, let's say Linda Lou purchased $20 in her wallet, okay, and then now Linda Lou is paying you. But Linda Lou keeps sending these emails and text messages, and she's using up her credits, okay? If you marked it up 3x, Linda Lou's $20 in credits is really only costing you like a third of $20. So let's say like $7, okay? So you're making a profit. It's only costing you $7, but the agency is only having to spend from their wallet. Or I'm sorry, Linda Lou's paying you $20, and then the agency, what's being reduced from the wallet is only going to be like $7. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. All right. So what I'm going to show you to do today is I first want to break down what a sending domain is so that this makes sense. Because a lot of times when HighLevel affiliates, they first sign up, they're kind of confused. Like, what do I, how do I structure my domain so that I can choose a good sending domain? And also what's best practices, because should the agency have the same sending domain as your sub account where you're sending all of your marketing information and all of that? So that's kind of what I wanted to break down for you today. So if we go to this slide here, understanding domains. Okay. So this is my actual domains for my agency and how I have it set up. Now, I do want to preface this by saying there are so many combinations and ways that you can do this. But a lot of times when we start talking about all the options and possibilities, which we do have within HighLevel, it just really gets overwhelming. And sometimes people just need a blueprint to say, okay, but what could I actually do? Right? Like what is the structure that works? What are people doing? Okay. So I did want to share with you what I have actually done. Okay. And then break it down to so that you understand when we go to create our sending domains for our agency and for our emails, that you understand how all of this works. Okay. I do want to say hello to Maria and Andre and McCall and Ray. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so when you first create your agency, you're going to have the agency website domain. Okay, and in my example, my agency website is myvisionagency.com. Okay, however, my agency dashboard is app.myvisionagency.com, which is a subdomain of this domain. Now, you'll notice all of these things here are in the same root domain. This is really important when it comes to deliverability. So if you set up your HighLevel account and then you're sending emails and then it says that it's going from one email, it's saying sending from like info@bridgetbartlett.com via info@myvisionagency.com, it's because it's not within the same root domain. Okay, so that's really important. I would be embarrassed to tell you how long it took me to figure that out. So just know that when we're talking about this, that it is definitely best to have all of the root domains to be the same on these things. Okay. So we have the agency website. That's what we're going to connect our website to. Okay. And then we have the agency dashboard. That's the link that we're going to add in our DNS records so that people can log into our dashboard. So this link right here will go right to the login screen. Okay. So typically on your website, you would put like a button that says login, and then it's going to go to this link. Now the agency links /API is the, for me, it's link.myvisionagency.com. And what this is all the trigger links and all of the calendar links or all of the, any links that are going out inside of my agency, it's going to be link.myvisionagency.com. Okay. So this is a way of white labeling all of the links that are being produced. Okay. And this is also going to be the links within sub accounts as well. Okay. So only the agency can set and customize the links that are going out. Now you also have the agency sending domain. Okay. Now this is not an email address. Okay. This is an email address down here. And this is why I wanted to, kind of drive this home for you. Okay. So the sending domain is going to be all of the emails that go out from your agency. So if it's, login credentials, maybe they reset a password or something like that, that is going to go out from email.myvisionagency.com because this is the sending domain that I added to my agency account. Okay. Now I do not want to do another root domain because remember, we need to keep it within the same domain because we want to ensure deliverability, and we don't want to have the same domain because we want to, ensure that, let's just say that this got marked on a blacklist or in spam or something like that. We don't want to ruin our main domain, right? It would only ruin the email.myvisionagency.com. And that's the same logic for when we're sending from our subdomain. Okay, so the agency, this is all of the emails getting sent from the agency. And then the subdomain, meaning my sub account that I run my business through. Okay, so with HighLevel, you have your admin account and then you have your sub account, and that's where all the tools are and all of those things. Okay. So when I do my email marketing and when I invite people to my membership area, all of those emails are coming out as office.myvisionagency.com. Okay. Now, the sub account membership area, you can create an A record for this, meaning if I wanted it to be something completely different, like kittycatsanddogs.com, I could do that. It's not going to affect anything. But for brand recognition, I like to just keep everything within the domain. So I had mine changed to be training.myvisionagency.com. Okay. Now, down here, you'll see that the email address is different. Okay. All of these things can be done inside of Cloudflare very simply, and I do recommend Cloudflare. A lot of agency owners and HighLevel recommend Cloudflare. It is free. You get a free SSL. But you cannot create an email address. You can actually create an email address and you can forward it to another email address. But if you want a professional email address, you cannot create that to where you could access it like in webmail in Cloudflare. So what you would need to do if you want to use Cloudflare is you could create a professional email address someplace else and then add the MX and TXT records into Cloudflare. If you already have a domain that you want to use, maybe a Namecheap or something like that, you could change the name servers, which will move everything that you do with that domain to Cloudflare, or you could just add all of these records wherever they're at. I mean, actually, my agency is in Bluehost because I've always used Bluehost and all of my assets are there, but I also use Cloudflare for other things as well. So honestly, if I had started someplace, I probably just would have started in Cloudflare. But anyway, so if you do want a professional email address with this domain, just know that you do need to add those records, okay? And you can forward it, like I said, if you did want to. All right, so now let me get out of this and let's get into the nuts and bolts of this. Hopefully, I have explained this to you a little bit. All right, so now I am in my agency account, okay? So this is the one where you're going to go to app.gohighlevel.com. You're going to log into your agency. You're going to go into the settings and then go to email services, and you'll see the lead connector option here, okay? Now, I'm not going to go into this because I have a demo account that I'm going to show you how to do this, and it's the exact same setup, but you'll notice here that it says email.myvisionagency.com. So all of my agency emails are going out with this email address, okay? So now you'll see I'm in my demo account, and there is one thing that I wanted to bring to your attention before we get into this, the little pop-up here, and you'll see this here. Now, when you're using Lead Connector, your member needs to, and this is the same for you as a sub-account, needs to have a funded wallet, okay? When there is no credit card attached to the account and there is no funded wallet, your client will not be able to use the Lead Connector system. They can click here and add their own SMT provider if they want to, and you as well as the agency, you could do that as well. But if you want to use the Lead Connector system, then when you go into your sub account, you need to set that up there as well. So you, as the agency, if you want to use Lead Connector for both, you would need to have your main agency wallet, and you would also need to have a wallet for your sub account, okay? So I'm just going to clear all of these here, and you can see that it's defaulting now because this is a demo sub account. It's defaulting to this. If there's no wallet, even though it's defaulted here, they will still not be able to purchase a phone number or, have any, make any calls, texts, or send emails, okay? Because they have no funds in their wallet. I did verify this with support. That's why I'm driving this home, okay? I do want to say hello to Floyd and Rom. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see, Assam, sorry about that. You can actually go to bridgetbartlett.com and you can register for all of the free training, and that's where the replay will be. But you can also check in my Facebook group or my YouTube channel. Just search Bridget Bartlett. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. This is exactly what your account should look like. The first thing we want to do is go to dedicated domain. Okay, so you can see that we don't have any. I'm going to click here to add a new domain. Now, I'm going to choose what do I want my sending domain to be. Now, remember, we're not going to use a root domain. We want to stay within the domain that we're using. Now, we did a training and we have this week been working up to this. We talked about domains yesterday, and this is the domain that we were working on, but we don't have anything in here for emails, okay? And this is Cloudflare. So I'm going to go now to my to add a new domain, and I can make this anything that I want to within the domain. Okay, so I could make it email.myvisionteam.us. I can make it contact.myvisionteam. I could make it office. I can make it MG, which is typically what people do when they're using Mailgun. mg.myvisionteam.us. Okay, so I'm just going to say contact dot my vision team oops .us. Okay, so this is what I want my sending domain to be. So I'm going to type it in there. I haven't connected this, I haven't created it, I haven't done anything yet. Okay, so I'm just going to add that in there, and then I'm going to click add and verify. Okay, so it's going to tell me domain is, oops, let's see, domain is already configured inside Mailgun account. Delete it there. Okay, so I just tested this, so hopefully that doesn't mess me up. I'm going to refresh this here. And let's go back here. myvisionteam.us. All right, so let's try, I think I tried this one before. So let's try test.myvisionteam. Okay, so this is just what we would say that our sending domain is going to be. So whatever, emails that would be going out from us, this is going to be test.myvisionteam.us. Okay, or I'm sorry, yeah, you heard me. Okay, so now here are the records that we need to add to our DNS. Okay, so this is very, very simple. Don't get overwhelmed. It's just copying and pasting. Okay, so we need a TXT record. Here's the host name and here's the values. So what we want to do is go to our DNS and we're going to click on add a record. We're going to choose from the drop down menu TXT. Okay, and so now we have test.myvisionteam.us. So I'm going to go back here and I'm just going to paste. And then I'm going to copy the values here. And then I'm just going to paste it in this box here and save. Okay, so now I've added that record. Super simple. I'm going to copy this. We're going to add another TXT record. So I'm going to go to add and then TXT. We go. And then I'm going to paste that in there. And then I'm going to copy, or you could just do this if you wanted to. Copy that information. I'm going to paste it in the box and then click save. Now I'm going to go to the next one. We have our C name here. So I'm going to copy this and then we're going to go add a C name. So here we go. And we're just going to paste this in here. And then we are going to copy this and then go back to here and then turn this off. Okay. And then save. If you don't know why, you can definitely Google it. That's a whole other training. Okay, so MX records, we're going to go back here. We're going to add records. We're going to go MX, and we're going to paste. And then we are going to copy this. And we're going to go back here and just paste in there. And then we are going to add the priority. You'll see it says priority 10. So we're going to add 10 here and save. And we have one more here. So we have priority 10. It's an MX record. So we're going to go add MX record and we're going to paste. And we are going to copy this here and then paste. And it's priority 10. So we'll just add that there and save. Okay. So now the only thing that we have left to do is verify domain. Now Cloudflare is usually pretty fast. But some other, registrars, they might take a little while. So you can see now our sending domain is active. There's nothing else that we need to do except for now we just need to create our professional domain and then we need to add the records here. Now, if you have a domain already, like I said, and you wanted to create a professional domain here and then have it forwarded, you could use this option. But now with this, any of these domains here, it's going to, you'll receive the emails inside of HighLevel and then you will be able to send from HighLevel as well. So now everything is coming in and out of HighLevel with this domain. Okay. So hopefully that has cleared that up, you guys. This is super, super simple. And if you have any questions at all, you can actually go to training.myvisionagency.com. You can register for the live training. If you are not registered, go to bridgetbartlett.com. I actually created a step-by-step guide if you go to your masterclass and onboarding, if you are HighLevel affiliates, and you have the, you'll see here, the get your account set up, and you can actually click here for the cheat sheet. And I have simplified this process so easily. So you literally just go to your HighLevel account, get your agency set up inside with all of your DNS records, and then go to your HighLevel sub account and get all of that set up as well, to make it as easy as possible. And you guys also have an agency template in here as well. Okay, so really, really simple. McCall says, your speed with this stuff is amazing. Thanks. You know what? It's trial and error, and you learn out of necessity. This is what I'm always preaching. Okay. But thank you so much. Okay. And hello to you, Terry. And hello, Ray. Okay, guys. Thank you so, so much for joining me. And I will see you all tomorrow for our weekly Q&A/masterclass. I'm super excited about it. And of course, immediately following today's training, we have open office hours, so you don't need to be a member. It is free to everyone. But if you are a member and you're struggling, or you're one of my affiliates, or you just have questions, feel free to go to bridgetbartlett.com and join me for open office hours in just a few minutes. I will see you all there. Go make your vision a reality.